at the same level. I will tell you, WTO round meeting, their meeting is called round meeting. They will never allow, they will only give us concession to stand by the door. And after they have done their meetings in the normal place, they will now come. Ladies and gentlemen, even the whole Africa, not Nigeria, we are not qualified to even sit at the RAND's meeting. So that position she's holding forth for America. So if you think it will benefit you, I want to look at what government will do. She can attract, but when she attracts, we have something to absorb it. Because when you come to economy that Boko Haram is ravaging, when you come to economy that you don't have stable power supply, when you come to economy that you don't have appropriate infrastructure, you think you can survive in that. No business will want to come. Go and look at our foreign direct investment. If they say its policy is increasing, I must tell you it is a lullaby. It is not a real economy. It is a lullaby. They just deceive us. So we must fix our infrastructure first before anybody will come and invest appropriately. Most of our company, I must tell you, like Dunlop and what they have moved to Ghana, where they have stable power. Do you know that in Rwanda, Volkswagen is producing vehicles there? Tell me who consume that vehicles, where they have 5 million people and where we have over 200 million people. How can you go and have an industry where they have 5 million people and leave 200 million people? At whose benefit?
Okay, let's look at this agency who has the mandate to protect Nigerians. Talking about the Consumer Protection Agency. Would you say they've been active? Because I remember last year, at the time we put a call across to the DG of that agency as regards some expired product found in ShopRite. And he promised on call that he was going to send his men to ShopRite to meet us there to confirm if those products were actually spoiled or expired or not. But we waited and waited, he never came. The next time we called him back, he said he was on transit. At that point, he was also breaching COVID-19 rules because at that time it was a lockdown. Let's look at how serious-minded is the Consumer Protection Agency of Nigeria? Are they playing to the gallery?
You see, I've been in that, be a stakeholder in that for over 10 years now. Okay. I can tell you that we have the best of DG there now. But my challenge is this. Yes,
not before.
Now, but my challenge is this. Do you know that organization I'm mentioning have less than 300 staff? And they are to cover the whole nation, to protect the whole nation. Do you know that ideally the DG is not supposed to be the person that will come there? It's supposed to send people immediately and they will be there. So the fact remains that they lack appropriate manpower. I was part of the bill that converts CPC to FCC PC. And with FCC now, they have Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council. So now they have a lot of powers. Now they can take you, they are trying to have their separate courts that they can try you. Now they can even look at competition and manage. But the thing is, do they have the appropriate manpower? Do they have required manpower? And if you look at it, they only have ABC office in 6 parts of the country. So if you look at the people that are less than 300, and also you look at it is overwhelming. And that's why I said our regulatory body are supposed to even lessen this issue, this burden from this HCC PC. But our regulatory bodies such as we have NAFDAC, we have NCC, we have SON, we have the NERC. All these people, for me, they are not doing what they're supposed to do. Because they are doing what they're supposed to do, we will not even be facing some challenges we are facing. And the burden will less on Federal Competition and Consumer Protection. So for me, the DG is putting his best, but we need to tell him you need to do more because you have that, you owe us that responsibility. And for me, I think government must change. And let me still say this. What are the states doing? We only about 6 states. I think Jigawa, Kano, Lagos, among others, that have Imo states that have consumer protection agencies. Others do not have. So you still rely on this under 300 people personnel to come to man everywhere. I think state governors need to establish their own consumer protection council to protect your people from all these bad products. It is everywhere. It is everywhere, and we need to do something very urgent. And it's affecting our lifespan. An average Nigerian cannot be expected to really get to 50 years, you are lucky. So, and ideally, it's a factor that we need to look into properly. Perhaps there's an adage that says if this heaven is falling, it's falling on everyone. So you may think maybe because you can consume this, do you know what your children is consuming where they are? Perhaps every Nigerian consumes 1 out of his meal outside your home. So if you can manage what you eat in your house, do you think you will not eat outside? At least 1 of it is being consumed outside. So you are also there. If you don't take proper appropriate measure to make sure these people are well catered to, these people are well catered to, you also fall victim. That's how it works.
Okay, let's as we wrap up, let's look at with all the insecurity in the country, how has it also affected the political economy of the country in terms of trade? We remember last year at a point our borders were shut down. To some people, it was positive sign for Nigeria because we didn't have to import rice anymore, and we had to grow our rice in Lagos and Kebbi State. That made that sector begin to grow. Let's look at which other key sectors do we need to better Nigeria's political economy.
Right. You see, first and foremost, the idea of closing the border, it's a laudable one, but in the wrong time. Because if you look at to measure what we have benefited actually nothing. Because if you look at the partnership between Kebbi State and Lagos State, yes, just look at how many states are producing rice. A lot of states are producing. So Lagos and Kebbi just came together. Even Kogi State is producing rice. Even Cross River too is doing. I think Benayade is also doing something like that. So looking at all these policies, they are good one, but do we really manage it to the best of our ability? And how does it translate to ordinary man doing business in the market? As it translates, that's what I say. Everything that cannot translate to human development, it is not a good policy.
All right, Nigeria over the years have struggled to make a very conducive business environment. So looking at Nigeria's business environment, would you say before now it was rated one of the worst in the world?
Right.
Would you say it has improved, and how has it also affected what you're trying to safeguard, looking at the challenges?
Well, it has moved theoretically because we have ease of doing business.
Yes, the ease of doing business.
This ease of doing business we are putting in place whereby you can register with ease. But must still register to do business. This is what we need to look at.
But the government says that's the way they can regulate. And
they are doing a tax to collect from people. That's the meaning. Because a small micro enterprise may not even need to register. Registering is a burden to you. You have to pay the tax. You have to get about 8 papers. Because before you can do anything.
So does everyone fall under the ease of doing business that probably other things are
they need to look beyond. When we say ease of doing business, my own thing is creating market. Yes, you have to create market for all these small businesses. You need to create, because for me, if I'm selling something, so how many people will come to my door now? Because you say in the digital age, I should be able to also go and sell my products. But all these big companies, remember, are being served by these small companies.
True.
So that's the fact. So you must empower these small companies to always survive in business.
But let's wrap it up. Talking about small businesses,
right.
Do you think they've been probably well, encouraged? Talking about SMEs, looking at government policies, and every time they get loans from the banks is on high interest rates. How can this be beat down? And looking at bigger companies like the Dangotes and co, do you think they've reached out enough to help?
Well, the fact just remains that I think they don't only activate small business. It has not translated to...
When you say activate,
yes, if you look at most Nigerians now want to go into a business. But remember, all these businesses don't last more than 5 years. Anyone that lasts more than 5 years must have that serious power to manage business. And that is causing it. When you don't have power, you have to use all your money for electricity, you have to use all your money to get a lot of things. How do you survive the business? So they should also make sure they follow the statistics and know how many businesses have moved from micro to small business, from small business to, and from there to large company like Dangote did not start big. To that level we are seeing. It does not have any factory like that before. So we must start small and be able. So it is about infrastructure and proper development space for business to grow. So if our business don't grow, our poverty continues in Africa. Okay, not even Nigeria.
But looking at the term political economy,
right?
Nigeria, if we look at how well or how far we've gone, some say the military era was a disservice to Nigeria, and afterwards, now we're in democracy, but still not getting it right. What are the key things you think we can do right now to change the narration and the narrative ahead of 2023, especially with young guns coming out to say it's time for us to take over the old guard?
No, the worst democracy is better than the best of the military government.
Is that always true?
It's true, fact. But the fact remains that after 21 years of democracy,
okay,
what have we benefited? So I think we have much more of self-serving people in governance than people that are ready to develop their citizens. So I think we should focus more on who can really bring that development that we're yearning for, and development that will reduce poverty, development that will reduce inequality, development that will also ultimately keep poverty from our environment. So we must make sure these three things are very, very we raise a lot of concern for, because that's how you measure development. You know, poverty reduction, inequality, and unemployment. The unemployment is alarming, and if it continues like this, Nigeria is really on top. So where are the I'm telling you. So we need to do more to really salvage this situation. It's getting worse every day.
But can we simply say the insecurity in the country has also made it things worse?
It is unemployment that translates to insecurity. If people are busy, they are doing their business, they will not come and think that they must kidnap people to make money. So it is because if you look at our unemployment, about 3%. An advanced country will be struggling not to exceed 5%. So we are 3%. I must tell you that 3% is what they can even calculate. Because you can't say people that are working in the farm that cannot even go to the farm. Have you added them to the unemployment level? Because we say they are self-employed, but now they are even unemployed. And perhaps we also suffer under employment itself. So Nigeria needs to do more to develop people's capacity and give us a secure environment to survive.
All right. In terms of collaborations, do you think collaborations with other African nations, especially those within the ECOWAS region, would help us? And if you also on the international scene, if you look at the influence of China as to the US, do you think that has also kicked us backwards?
Well, for me, ECOWAS, we are always serving those people. I don't see the major benefit in ECOWAS. Because Nigeria contributed over 60% to ECOWAS. So what are we benefiting? Is it the office that we have here? So we must, that's why we need to have, Nigeria should have be controlling the whole economy of West Africa. Because we, in terms of population, we have it. In fact, West, if you look at West itself, we are better than most of these people. Okay. So they are taking advantage of us. They can come to the, they don't even know the difference between a Nigerian, a Chadian, a Nigerian. You know, you don't know the difference. So we must stand our ground. And as much as we are contributing to ECOWAS, we must also take from what? From ECOWAS. It is, that's how it's balanced. And for China, well, for me, you know, China loan and what have you, I would say it's better off because it's project type loan. They wouldn't want to give you cash. They will say, but my fear is, if you keep collecting this loan, what happens to our other generation coming? Are you sure we're not going to put them under the burden of this debt? Because this debt is overwhelming. It will get overwhelming. People are saying, as a political economist, I understand that you must compare your debt level to GDP. We are saying, yes, it's still very, very good. But it's very good, very, very, very good, and we continue to borrow. It's not good. We should have a stop to that and face things. Look at a country like China itself. They closed their border for over 30 years. And make sure they grow, they eat what they grow and whatever. But we cannot even sustain our own for 1 year. So we should look at that and maybe we have that political will to develop Nigeria.
All right, let me just switch on the spot as we wrap it up. Let's because we're looking ahead of 2023 and the Nigerians are saying we need credible leaders, leaders who are technocrats and not just leaders who cannot really read above their nostrils. For you, looking at the literary leaders we've got, do you think we've got someone who can actually give us a very sound political economy policy that would lead us to the right direction? Especially if you look at people who have done well in their states or in states before now. We know how Lagos have tried ahead of other states, even when they didn't.
But there is money in Lagos. That's what I think. Yes.
Subvention from the federal government.
Over time.
Yeah, over time. But it's succeeded. Can we get someone who can, reenact that for the national level?
Well, I think if you call these people that have lost, we have the Obasanjo, we have Yar'Adua, we have Jonathan, we have Buhari now. If you tell me to score somebody there, I would like to score Obasanjo more, because Obasanjo look at the best of hands and bring them to get the job done. Look at people like Akwili, people even among them like El-Rufai, but all of them, they're not well-known people in politics. But you look for them. Where is this person that has performed? Go and bring him to work. That's how we can move. It's not about political people that must be people that are in politics or politicians can be settled with different things, not with sensitive positions that affect our economy. So we need a president that can look out for the best and use them. That's just what we need. Because if you say you need a technocrat may not be a politician. Because politics is about lobbying. It's about canvassing for what you want. So I think we need a president who can look for the best of hand and use them to work for him. That's just what we need.
And for Nigerians on the final note, what should be their watchword as especially making sure that they contribute towards Nigeria's national political and economic growth?
Well, the fact remains that we must just be part of politics, part of the part of policy making. If there's any issue, raise it and let people know, because if you don't raise it, people may not get to know. So our little contribution means a lot. Look at the issue of Loretta Onochie. Do you think the excuse government is giving or National Assembly is giving is the reason why? It's because of government, the people that say no. With what we are saying, this person being in INEC may find it difficult to be objective in what she's doing, and that's how Nigerians should approach issues.
All right, I think you heard it from the horses now. Like
Thanks so much.
Democracy in practice.
Nigeria is in the grip of a kidnapping epidemic. Heavily armed gangs terrorize cities, towns, and highways.
These are some of the weapons that we have recently recovered from bandits.
Wow.
We don't even use this in the police.
They seem to take anyone at will.
This is the evidence of beating. I was tortured.
Ordinary citizens, businessmen, even kings.
Our people are really touched, and the pain is unquantifiable.
With the Nigeria police ranked as the country's most corrupt institution, no citizen can feel safe from the kidnappers.
It was terrifying. I felt that was the end for me because I had never seen a gun to my face like that, not so close.
How many people would you say that you've killed?
I've killed more than 50 persons.
But the new anti-kidnap unit, led by Nigeria's most famous cop, Deputy Police Commissioner Abba Kyari, claims they are the answer.
The whole country and the state are looking up to IRT to see that these guys are arrested and brought to justice. And we'll see to that.
They say they'll clear out the gangs and bring back the rule of law. But are innocent citizens getting rounded up or even tortured in the process?
Operatives of the IRT, they're involved in all manner of abuses, torture, brutality.
Is this unit the answer to Nigeria's kidnap crisis, or just more of the same corruption and violence that has plagued policing here for decades?
Okay, wait first. Stay like that.